This podcast is a fully student-based podcast that is edited and managed by the Zhejiang University International Student Union.
To whoever may need this nugget of encouragement, things will be alright, so quit your worry. I get it, the odds can stack back against the world, but even consider it such, know you'll stand tall. Sit and watch from the sidelines.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to our first episode of ZJU Podcast International. Oh my god, I'm so excited to actually start this podcast because I've been personally really looking forward into bringing this idea of having a podcast and to be in English and to be made from our own international students, which of course is a big thrill. And I hope our contents are the ones that you like and you're interested in. And this podcast will be in a very different forms. We will have interviews, we will have speakers here either are from like educational like instructors, or they can be from our students sharing their experience in ZJU in China. And yeah, we hope you really like it. Well, we are back from our holiday break and it's been a month, and hopefully we're all feeling refreshed and ready to dive into the new semester, but that's kind of like ideal. My experience in this has been a bit of a rocky situation because like I am still in a holiday time zone. Like I still want to sleep at 3 a.m. and still be able to wake up at 8 a.m. if that makes sense. And like, I don't know, I'm just like missing my time schedule. But to be honest, post-holiday return to university life can be a bit shock to our whole system. So today we're going to talk about all the things that it's about the first semester after holidays. We'll share some tips and with related to our struggles, and hopefully you can get to feel more motivated and ready to tackle the upcoming months. Okay, let's jump right in. So we all know that feeling of returning to a mountain of assignments and syllables after a relaxing break. What are some strategies to get back into the study groove? That's a great question, I know, and I'm still trying to figure out myself, but I have tried, even for the sake of the podcast, I tried to actually figure some methods that they say on like other podcasts or like on social media, or like suggested from our instructors, and I tried it out myself, and these are some things that I personally feel that it works on me, so I will share them in the podcast, and hopefully they will help you guys too. So first things first, we have to be realistic with our goals and deadlines. It's impossible to kind of expect yourself to be like give it 100 to every single of your task, especially after after a time that you haven't been really doing them or anything related to them for like a month. And quick note that our brain actually take habits anything over 21 days or 30 days. I'm not sure about the exact dates, but our brain takes habit. So if you for a number of days you continuously haven't been really active with a task, let's say, and you expect yourself to get right on track after that period of time, it's kind of like you are telling your brain, okay, this is the I know I've told you to bear with me with all my video games in the midnight and all my movie nights and parties. Yeah, I know that, but now I want you, from today you have to study 8 hours and you have to finish every single task and every single goal, and you have to get like 100 on your quiz.
Nope.
So we need to break down large tasks into smaller and into more manageable chunks. Doing that alone can be a bit frustrating. So it's better to reconnect with your study buddies if you have any. And honestly, they are God bless. Like, they are so helpful. It's so helpful to have study buddies and to have someone that's next to you or who can connect with you in your task and who can help you. So if you study with other people and you find a group meetings and group study actually helps your concentration, you can hold each other accountable and make study more fun. One of the things that I really like in a group meeting is that everyone brings snacks. I binge on snacks when I am studying because I feel like if I don't have something to chew, I will be just lost in concentration. So I really prefer having people around me, and not just because they bring snacks, but also like if you have any questions, like you can just ask them like, hey, do you know this? Like what did you do to solve this question? And then they will be kind enough and share it with you, and maybe you will have a new way of thinking, and you're like, oh, that's actually cool. So having study groups is like a very ideal state, but a lot of times we have to be by ourselves. So what can you do when you're by yourself? I don't know if you guys heard the tomato study, like the tomato study method, which is like you set a time for 25 minutes or 40 minutes and then to study, and you increase the number of minutes, the amount of time that you're studying slowly and gradually. That has really worked for me. So next, I really think that maybe if when we review our notes and course materials, it will, if you have iPad, or if you have if you're more into a writing like on paper person, reviewing while taking notes has always been suggested in school. Another thing that we can do is prioritize our self-care, which is getting enough sleep, eating healthy, and um taking breaks after like a long time like studying and focusing on our content. That's to avoid burnout. Lastly, for our studying tip that I want to give you is, don't be afraid to ask for help. If you have to ask your professors, advisor, even campus mental health services, they are there to support you and they are there to help you. So use the source, use every resource that you can to help you go through this adjustment time. It's hard, and remember, you're not alone. Many students struggle with this post holiday adjustment, and we will eventually get back in the track of studying. It's just, it takes time and it takes effort. While doing in the whole process of that, sometimes our motivation takes a back seat after a relaxing break, right? So how can we get ourselves pumped up and excited about learning again? Of course, remind yourself why you're in university and what do you want to achieve. And second, if you can, find a study buddy or a group that keeps you motivated. Mostly surround yourself with positive and driven people who will inspire you, and reward yourself for reaching milestones. Or for me, reward yourself with everything. Like, oh my god, I I finished one chapter, even though I have to finish 5 chapters at the end of the week, but I finished one chapter. That's fine, that's okay. Third is remind yourself of your passion. Reconnect with why you chose your field of study and tap into the intrinsic motivation. God, I have problem with this word every time. Yeah, and it's okay to not have figured everything out right away. Give yourself some time, be kind to yourself, and don't be afraid to reach out for help if you need it. We are here for you every step of the way, and we wish you all the best for a successful first semester back. Thank you for listening and have a great day, my ZJU beautiful people. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Trouble don't last when the tough get going. Baby, all we do is win, so show me my opponent. Adversity, doubt, stress, could care less. Cause how we handle those like an S on our chest. Super proud of how we held it down on the way up. Can't wait for our day to ball. This is a layup. Nobody ever said